Alright, welcome back to our bonus episode. This is take 2 of this, actually, because I realized that we cannot die in this early part, because I believe, I don't remember, I've only done one of these challenges. I believe we gotta fight the dragon, and we're gonna kind of need all the escape dolls.
It's kind of like a, I don't remember, but I think you fight like everything.
I can't remember. I don't remember what's at the end of this challenge, really, honestly. It doesn't really matter. But, we'll just basically do this over again.
Force, and then boss, and then you go to...
Is it?
Well, it's like force,
the boss, and then you go to caves?
Caves, boss, and then...
I don't remember. I don't think it's an area. I don't believe that's like this part. Maybe later. But the special thing about challenge is you can see the area is different now. It's orange. That's about all that really changed. The layout's now like a puzzle, so we actually can't just rush through it. We have to work together to solve things. And I believe we can run through all these with just do. The more people you have, the puzzles actually change themselves up. And by changing, I mean they add an extra switch somewhere that someone has to stand on. Yeah, this is what Ultimate Mode looks like.
Of course.
Oh yes, we're back to level 1 again, and I have no freaking handgun to use, which I was missing with anyways. Fucking matter. But yeah, you can see it's just me and Mr. Naki here. Mr. Kei Kisano, formerly known as Keiji Kisano, decided to drop out of this game with his ass and below him. So he thinks he never knows. No one expects the Taro Inquisition.
What are you gonna do me say where
you haven't experienced anything until you got a random DB saber, dude. Why did they have to put Giga Boomers in the first freaking room?
Yeah. Oh, I haven't even got the level
Hey, look what I got. But I can make down some traps, so. And of course there's a giant nutsack. We went over this last time, but I mean, well, you guys didn't get to hear it because it messed up. But I was asking Mr. Naki here, what was your most memorable Phantasy Star? Was playing all night, wasn't it?
Yeah. Growing up until like 3 o'clock in the morning, knowing that I had to pass 60 hours.
I remember we spent so much time playing the game. I would do so much time grinding and leveling up. Kevin would, yeah, well, you already know his name from last time, but Naki would spend so much time just talking to random people, trying to...
Talking? No, not really.
I always saw, like, every time I saw you on, you were like, what are you doing? You're like, oh, I'm just chilling in the chat room.
More trolling.
Was it trolling? Trolling before trolling was invented?
Yeah, before trolling.
Because the Phantasy Star Online, the Dreamcast came out in 2000, right? For the Dreamcast. What was first? Did we have Marvel vs. Capcom 2, or was it Phantasy Star?
Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Okay,
I couldn't remember.
I had it towards my birthday.
I couldn't remember, like, I remember I got Phantasy Star as a present. My dad bought it for me. And I actually picked it up right before we were going to the races. Because back then my dad raced. And when we went to the race, I remember it was kind of like a Walgreens. What is it called? Walgreens? Yeah. Walgreens? It was kind of like a Walgreens but back in the day before Walgreens was around and it was everywhere. You could walk in and they actually had a magazine section and they had video game guides in there. And one of the guides they had was Phantasy Star Online. That's how I got that guide I've had for all these years. It really, I mean, you just think you walk into a Walgreens and there's a strategy guide just chilling. But I remember I picked it up and I would just look at it while my dad wasn't racing, I would just read that magazine over and over again, just trying to find out all the secret things and how awesome online was. And what else was it? When I got back, I remember telling you about it. I was like, yo, Naki, check this game out. It's so awesome, dude. It's freaking awesome. And I remember you came over and played Phantasy Star for the first time. And you were just blown away, like, oh, this is the best thing ever. I really need to get it. And I remember you got it for your birthday, wasn't it?
No, I got Marvel vs. Capcom.
No, Marvel vs. Okay, when did you picked Phantasy Star soon after I got it. And I can't get anything. Look at that, miss.
So I had the, when I was subscribed to the Dreamcast that
yeah, I remember
that's when I first heard about the game, but I didn't play it until I got to
yeah. I remember Remember some of the discs that we got? It had some of the browsers, and there's actually a browser that corrupted your. It reset, like it was horrible for PSO players, because what it would do was it would actually when you try to use the browser on it, it would actually wipe the internal memory of your Dreamcast, and the Dreamcast actually does have internal memory. Which I think this is the only game that registered really use the internal memory. And what happened was, I remember how many times did we call Sega asking them to reset our accounts because something crashed. Back in the day, when you would use this certain browser, it would cause your memory to wipe completely internally. And when you had Phoenix East Online, it came with a key code. And you had to use that key code, it was bound to your account, and what else did, oh, you go to step on, okay, we can get off that. But if you freaking, if your internal memory was wiped, you couldn't play online anymore because it would say that your account's already in use. So you had to call Sega and you had to say, you know, hey, look, my stupid thing doesn't work anymore because my, it was like, you know, they're saying, oh, my Dreamcast internal memory got wiped and it's keep telling me that it's already in use, so they reset it. It would just happen. It was like every week we had a call. Because some bullcrap would happen online, but it was booty. There was a lot of crap that was really retarded in version 1. Remember, the interface was a lot different too, wasn't it? Like it didn't look like this. It didn't look as polished. It was very basic.
They just had the like they didn't even have the. Well, no, they did. They didn't
have the top shortcut. They didn't have the R block. It was stupid helpful. I think you kind of know that. So, what did you hate the most about this game, though?
The fact that well, when I was playing with your sister, I got, I think it was the God, one of the God items, and the guy was like, here, you know, you can have it. I'm like, thanks, you know, awesome. And so I equipped it, and suddenly, you know, my character just plops down, 0 HP, I'm like, okay, what the hell? So I'm like, alright, you know, maybe you can split. And, you know, so like after you die, you know, it saves, yada yada.
Well, we just won. That was victory. That was victorious music.
I ended up, you know, waking up back at the hospital and dying again. And so it was like, are you okay? Be careful out there. So it just kept going on like that. I'm like, what's going on? I'm like,
I don't remember that. Like, that's bad.
Like, you couldn't unequip it or anything. I'm like, So, you know, my level 30, I think it was 32.
You need a handgun?
Golden.
You need a handgun?
I
have one that has plus 32 hit accuracy on it. You don't have a handgun. You know, there.
can't use it. Unless you picked it up. Did you pick it up?
No. I got 2 handguns.
Oh shit! That's not fair. There's some boomas over there.
There is some boomas in there. Absolutely.
Especially that one right there.
Yeah, I mean, if you could compile all the glitches or hacks in Phoenix, how many do you think it would be? I mean, there was really a shit ton of glitches in that, or hacks in that game. There were so many. We kept finding one. I remember the one I remember most was some dude walked in with a sword, just a basic sword, and he walked up with a PK code. And when he hit me, his sword just he stuck in his basic position, like he already swung once, and he wouldn't move. And then my character, like 5 seconds later, would delay, get hit like 50 times. And sometimes I would just block it, like bing, 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 block, 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 bing, 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 block, block, block. It was like, it was just, you couldn't do anything. You just kept getting hit. And he would just stand there like, I hate you, I'm funny. There were just so many bad things all about the first one. The only good thing I could say was, it was free to play.
Oh, yeah.
And my throat is starting to hurt. But, yeah, when version 2 came out, it kind of alienated us because it alienated a lot of people. Because at the time, only, you know, man, where are we going? This way? That's back
area 1.
maybe we gotta go up here, because we have not been up here. Teleport, yeah? No? What? There we go.
Over there, raise your hand!
Because remember, when that came out, it wasn't free to play anymore. You had to pay to play version 2, and none of us had credit cards. And our parents, I asked my dad and my mom, and they said no, and you asked your mom, and she said no.
Yeah.
We're like, we're not doing that.
No.
And you remember at the time, they were pushing Sega.net, and it was just our luck, right? You remember the site Dreamcast Fun?
Yes.
Remember that?
Dreamcast Fun.
Where did you hear about that? Where did you find that?
I actually,
I mentioned it before in another one of my videos that there was a site called Dreamcast Fun and what it had. But where the hell did you even find it? I remember you came to school and they were like, yo, check the site called DreamcastFun.com.
Somebody online. I don't remember.
Someone online. Because, okay, like, was it on the internet? Because before we found DreamcastFun.com, we couldn't play on it. Because remember, we were screwed. We were one of the people, the many people that used AOL. And AOL did not work with the Dreamcast for some godforsaken reason. I don't know where it was going. I honestly don't know how to finish this challenge.
It's somewhere. Because I remember.
Oh wait, here's the electric fence we didn't hit.
Looking at ways to get the things other than the 3D saver.
You were looking up other ways to get not the DV saver.
Yeah. Like,
oh, should be able to do that. That's not. But you found it, and I was like blown away because what Dreamcast Fun, man, where the hell did we go? Fuck, there's a switch right there. Okay, you gotta go through there. What Dreamcast Fun was where did it teleport you? It teleported you all the way back there? Well, what the frick? I'm confused. I guess that's why it's called challenge mode, but... Hey, you're being awful quiet. Hey. What's up? You're being quiet, actually.
Are you asleep? Yes, I'm sleeping with my eyes open and blinking at the same time.
Stop looking at so much porn!
It's a neat little skill I picked up.
Yes.
But
do the
oh god, please, no, people don't ask. But remember what Dreamcast Fun had? All I really remember what Dreamcast Fun had on there was a whole bunch of net zero IP addresses. That's all I remember that had. What else did it have? Like, do you remember? Because all I remember I ever used that Dreamcast Fun was for Phantasy Star Online, and it was. I think that's what everybody went to because it had all kinds of IP addresses, free net zero IP.
Yeah.
What else did it have on it? Do you remember?
Man, it's been so long. Oh. I used my Monomate and everything. Wow. No. Really?
I think we need to go back this way. Is there something else
my
going on?
These boomers are like.
I don't really freaking know that. Oh yeah. Oh wait, we didn't go through the door. Oh, duh. Go through here. But once we found, like, I don't understand why. I still to this day don't know why. AOL didn't work. Like, it was just a damn ISP. It just needed an ISP. We had all the information, but for some reason, freaking Phantasy Star would not, or the Dreamcast would not recognize AOL, which was the biggest internet service provider at the time, right?
Yeah, at the time.
Yeah, at the time it was huge. I mean, you know all those damn discs with AOL standpoint it is. Yeah, because they'd send you a new one in the mail every freaking day. You know, it's funny. Joel was telling me that he's working at the distribution center for Goodwill as his internship or whatever, and he